Don't get how you can like Lao. When you fly him for the first time last month, we hit him in the garage for half an hour and he died. Yeah, it's like a time investment, man. It's cool. I would not like to grind Lao. I would like to do it every once in a while as a novel fight. That's about it though. Let's do Almudron first. Sure, I'll quote that. Hang on, J Novice. Oh yeah. Lao has good weapons. I know. You just gotta do it gradually and vary the weapons you're doing it with. Martz, you have no idea how ridiculous that comment sounds unless you fought Lao. Martz is like, that's exactly the opinion I have about Azure Rathalos, man. I don't know if his weapons are Men and Melancholy, Monty. It depends on the game. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, just the once in a while enjoyable novelty? Oh, okay. Okay, got too close there. Yeah, it does some damage. The move. The big move. Thanks, Hyper. Love seeing that combo being used. It's so much fun, man. It's so much fun. I love that they gave Big Bang to the end of it. Like, if they hadn't, it wouldn't feel as competitive, like, damage-wise, but it feels so good. Oh, missed that. Not the best fit for all situations. I think Impact Crater probably would have been a better choice there. Whoop. We should heal. That string is stuck to the wall. It's kind of cool. You can reach pretty far even though he's got the string still in there. See? Oh, whoops, I was already in blue mode, I didn't realize. Yeah, Monty, if you have... I know you said that you and Mord figured it out. If you have any other questions, let me know about Hammer. I am not an encyclopedia. I do not know the meta choice for every opening. But I know the controls, at least. Okay, you have to be closer to him if you want to avoid that. Whoops. I don't know. I'm excited for both Via Boudreaux. I think just based on this game's track record, I'm very excited for this game's expansion because I like how they're handling fight designs in this game and difficulty balance for the most part. I'm also excited to see where they innovate the series next. I'm excited for different reasons for the two. Exactly, exactly, Hyper Ray, yeah. I know what to expect for this game. I don't necessarily know where they're going to go next, but I'm still excited to see. I like it, Basil. I wish it had different shot type hit zones, like slightly different shot type hit zones. But in general, I like it. It's a very interesting fight. I wish that it had better hit zones based on the modes it was in, or better elemental hit zones or something. Right now, its hit zones just feel like they hold the fight back a little bit, but the actual movements and patterns are really fun to deal with. Well, the normal hammer moves don't feel that bad to me. Must suck to speedrun. It must really suck to speedrun. I'm so glad I don't speedrun. No, guns can still do okay. The hit zones just suck. You just have to bring enough damage with guns, that's all. This is an uncharged one. I probably shouldn't have done this. Whoops, and it missed. Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that. That was expensive. The 2 wire bugs. Ah. Meant from a runner perspective, times are twice as long. I know. I know what you meant. Crater does feel pretty strong and busted. Pierce still, I mean, Monty, Pierce still put it down a lot quicker than some of the other weapons I was trying it with, because Pierce is just so freaking strong in this game with the crits. But yeah, it's not ideal. Like, I still had a decent time with it. Whoops. mean, for what it's worth, Fish, it seems like they already went to a less... I mean, I feel like this game is less centralized than World, personally. Even with... I mean, like, the ones that are centralized are really centralized, but I think this is in a better spot than World was. In World, it felt like almost every weapon got a new move or new combo that was like, this is the combo, this is the move. If you're doing anything else, you're wasting time. Some weapons feel like that in this game, but not as many. Personally. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just not focusing on them as much, but... Maybe I'm not feeling it as acutely because I can switch out some of the options and enjoy some of the movesets more. I don't know. I'm enjoying this game more. It doesn't feel like that as much to me. I guess, okay, I should elaborate. I think part of why World felt like that to me is because the movesets of the players felt like they outclassed the movesets of the monsters so much in terms of fluidity and speed and power that you could throw those moves out into literally any situation and it would stagger the monster to death pretty easily. There were not many monster movesets you had to respect enough to not use your biggest damage move constantly. This game feels like the fight designs are in a place where you can probably not do that quite as much. That's what I'll say about it. Because there's always going to be damage combos that are like, hey, in a big opening, you're going to want to do this move to get the most damage out of that opening. World to me felt like it was too easy to do that constantly. Still, switch axes still do whatever you want, basically. Sort of. I like switch axes in this game a lot. I need to do that a lot earlier. Yeah, that's true. Iceborne is different, but that's what base World felt like to me. And I would say a good portion of Iceborne felt like that, though not all of it. I mean, like, if you have 2 or 3 damage combos you have for openings, that's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with each weapon having a strong damage combo. It's all about, can you use this and no other move for the entire fight, for most fights in the game? Like, when you looked at World speedruns, a lot of them were just like a single move over and over, or a single combo over and over. To me, this game doesn't feel quite as much like that. You actually have to use your regular moves in combat to get to that point. I would say that yes, Corrigus, it does. I think it's less, yeah, I think it's in a better place in this game than it was before, but I might just be out of touch. Whoop. No, I didn't want to slide. God, I hate that mechanic. I don't know. I guess the end effect might be, in practice, that a lot of the weapons do spam their strongest attack over and over to great effect. I think what feels better about to me in this game is the monster movesets. And I think that to me it makes the issue less of one. Because while you're still moving while you're still learning to do that, while you're still learning to fit those powerful moves in, you have a lot harder monster patterns to work with in this game than anything, almost anything that base world has. And so that's how I Ow. I got you, Moss. I don't blame you for feeling that way. Oh god, dude, nice one, Almudron. Why would you describe you not liking this monster? I like this monster quite a bit. We are not going to have enough potions left over for Zinogre. Ow. I don't know. And if you're judging that from my footage, Nox, I'm not using any armor spheres, so take that into account. God darn it. Darn. I was stuck in place there. There was a whole stationary roll there. I didn't get to move. Hello, IRB. Welcome. Almudron is my favorite new monster outside of Magnum Allen, personally. I really like him. He's tough, but I really like him. No, I understand, Nox. You're just talking about like why you personally don't like him. We are having a lot of conversations these last few nights. It's fun. Yeah, that part sounds rough. If I had to grind any monster that much, which I guess I have in the past, I wouldn't like them as much. I missed. What is even happening here? The time you slept and had a stream? Yeah, we've been streaming a lot. The morning streams have been fun though. I'm glad I actually made it to both of them. Whoops. I think for the sake of the hunt, I should probably capture him, but oh well. I think I'm gonna hunt him anyways. He's taking a lot of our time up. If you're far enough away from him, that is really, really lethal with how frequently it hits. Hard to hit his head. There he is. Malfestio would be cool. I'd like to see Malfestio too. Could do an Apex one based off of Night Cloak Malfestio? I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, I know folks want Seregios and a lot of other 4th gen monsters back, like Gore and Celtis Queen and whatever. Alright. Yeah, I should have been going for the Mud Ball there, but I thought I was close to a KO, so I kept trying to go for the head. But yeah, the Mud Ball, the large Mud Bulb, as the hit zone's called, is nice. Yeah, new stuff is cool too, Nox. You've been so engaged in chat, you haven't touched your StarCraft file. Sorry, Morg. I guess that's a good thing. Najarala would be cool. It doesn't make a lot of sense, does it, Monty? Unless, like, he opens up the tail to, like, a weak part of the tail when he's holding the Mud Bulb. Just a little Zin. I think this is a little Zin. Yeah, I think me too, Baz. I'm happy for how many returning ones we got in this game, but you know what? I would like to see more of what the team that made Almudron could do. Hey, I actually rolled through part of that move. I find it difficult to. Favorite monster in Rise? Might be Zin. Might be Magnamalo. Zin is really, really up there for me. For the longest time when our gear was still even lower, and while we were still learning his fight, he could stomp me with any of the weapons. And that was fun to get used to. I think he's gonna charge up now, as he should. So I'm gonna peace out and heal. No, still not yet? Oh my goodness. Dude, it takes forever to charge. I forgot about that move entirely. I haven't done the stationary one in so long. Whoop. Okay, now he's got to charge, right? Which means we're going to hold off. And then impact crater. And then miss. I wasted a mega potion. He's leaving, yeah. I was gonna say the small monsters are aggroing, that means he's leaving. Whew. Zin is so good. I think Zinogre is probably my favorite hunt in this game so far. There are other ones that are more challenging, or like they're really fun as well, but I think Zinogre is probably my favorite. Although, I don't know. I have a hard time picking favorites for anything in this game, because there's just so much variety. Frames here are so bad. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a long time when we play GU, dude. GU is gonna be like a year plus. Like, imagine how long 4U took us and then apply that to GU. Holy crap. It's gonna be insane. That would be Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Weeaboo. Or 4, yeah. Monster Hunter 4, excuse me. With both the Insect Wave and the Charge Blade. Technically Generations with Prowler, where you got to play as a cat, but that was never really a full weapon class. It was a different mode. It was close, though. Oh, I missed. That's some damage. You can see the frames just chugging. Hey, Syphonia. I didn't diss them. I mean, like, I think they're cool. I haven't really spent much time with it, but I mean, it's almost a weapon. It's not quite a weapon, and the game doesn't call it a weapon. It's a different mode. Whoops. I think they might introduce more. Are we due for another? There's not really a set time frame for it, Weeaboo. There's not a pattern of when they introduce new weapons. They introduced 4 with 2nd generation, I think. They introduced 1 with the English release of the first game. They introduced 1 in Try. They introduced 2 and 4. It's like, They haven't really had a pattern for it. I don't think that we need another. I don't think that we need another. It'd be exciting to have another, but I don't think we need another. Nope, they were both in 4. FPS failure. They were both in 4. I mean, like, before this game, or before World, I would have been like, oh yeah, like a faster attacking blunt weapon, but both Hammer and Hunting are at their fastest they've ever been. I just feel like with the weapons feeling more and more like each other and having like tools to approach every situation, it's harder to think of them adding a new weapon that would be original. I'm sure they could do it. I trust them to. I trust them to add another one and make it interesting, but I wouldn't be able to spitball a design for it, that's for sure. Not with how many tools the weapons share these days. Too bad. Whoops. Hey. Where do you think the game needs more improvement? Just more stuff? More hard fights. More hard fights. Continued map improvements. Less random gimmicks. Just hard fights. And just continued optimization and balance in terms of like actual combat design. Yeah, just better combat balance, more fights. Ouch. Woo. Yeah, I know things will never be like perfectly balanced, Moss, but yeah, everything should, there's like a difference between like, oh, that's a little stronger and that's not, and then it's like, oh, that weapon has a really, really rough time in this game for a couple different factors, huh? There's a difference. Yep. You did see them tweak the balance on some hunter arts and styles in Generations Ultimate, so it's possible with a with an expansion to this game we could see the same happen. I think they could make like a shield bigger than the lance one, no weapon, just a shield for team play. I don't think they should ever make a weapon that's just a support weapon. I think part of why this game works is that there aren't defined roles. Like part of why it works is that every weapon is equally viable. Well, every weapon has the potential to be equally viable in this game. If you make one weapon where it's like, oh, that really only works in group play, that kind of, I don't know, makes things weird. Ooh, I was not expecting to do that. Yeah, like I don't think that idea sounds bad. I just like it sounds interesting. Like how would how would a weapon that was focused on guarding play? I think you already kind of have the answer with Lance. Like that's just how I feel about it. Is like I think that they've had so much innovation at this point. It's like, dude, just come up with more fights. I guess give the weapons. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them adding new options for the weapons each game. It's exciting, but there's gotta be a logical end to that. You can't keep adding things indefinitely to weapons. You can't. Unless you take them away each game. And like, that's kind of weird too. Like, is it just gonna be like every game gets a new mechanic and then they take it away? Or like every game gets a few new mechanics and some are clunkers and they get rid of them? Like, what's it gonna be like? Hey Bio, how goes it? It's going pretty good. I mean, like, you can't conceivably, like, Nox, if you just keep adding more and more moves and more combos to weapons, for one, they become intimidating to learn, and for two, there's no way that all those moves and combos are going to be equally useful. So, like, you can't just keep adding new moves to weapons. So, do you make new weapons? Do you keep every new move that gets added to a weapon? Like, what do you do? Yeah, I mean, like, that's what you have to do is you basically just have to scrap certain bits or start, like return to a baseline, but, like, that's weird, too. Monster should just end at some point. I don't agree with that. I still want more. Ah! Aw, I was too close. I hope not, Marts. Yeah, I don't want that kind of stuff in this game. Hey, Capcom. If you ever think about adding that idea, just like the idea Marks tip just outlined, not that Capcom's listening. I was setting up for a dumb joke, but my joke is think about which one of your series is better selling and then think about what kind of inputs you want in games. Quarter circle or claw? The answer is claw. We did it. All right, that was Master Utsushi's challenge. No, I'm just saying before they add weird quarter circle motions to Monster Hunter controls, they should think about which series is the better selling one. I'm just joking around, Lapwolf. I don't have any firm opinion on that, except I don't like quarter circle motions. That's just a completely subjective thing. I'm just joking. I have serious opinions about mechanics. I don't have serious opinions about quarter circle motions, except I'm trash at them. That's my opinion on them. Oh no, Hyper, anything but the Reddit. Anything but Reddits. I feel like calling Marth's string bean is appropriate. I don't know why, it just is. More lazurite! Huzzah!